This is for function notation. Okay, so we've been talking about functions lately, and we remind ourselves that a function is simply an equation, like y equals 2x plus 4. Now, what we're going to do here is when we're talking about function notation, we're going to understand something simple, that the y here can also be written or rewritten as this symbol, which literally means, or the way you say it is, f of x. And what it translates into is the function of x. The function of x. But we say it shortly, f of x. And so what's going to happen is we're going to pick a value for x, okay? So let's just say 3, right? Let's say x is 3. The way we would rewrite this original problem is f of x equals 2x plus 4. We know x is 3, so simply what I do is I replace the x with a 3. Okay? So it says the function of 3, or the function of x, is 2. I replace all the x's with 3 plus 4. And then I solve it once I've replaced all my variables. So it's going to look like this. F of 3 is or equals 2 times 3 is 6. Drop the plus 4. F of 3, I just rewrite it again just to keep it consistent, equals 6 plus 4 is 10. Okay, there's nothing else I can do. So what I'm going to say is the answer, we're going to write an ordered pair. And we remember the ordered pair is x first, then comma, y. And so what that's going to be is we replace the x with what we said x was, which was in this case 3. That's why we said f of x, or f of 3, the function of 3. And the y is really the answer, because remember, f of 3 is the exact same thing and can be rewritten as the original y that was in the front. Remember, y is the same thing as f of x. We can replace then y with f of x, and then following it to its conclusion, y is the same thing as 10. So the answer would be 3, 10. So f of x equals 2x plus 4. When f of x is 3, we know that the answer, the output, would be 10. Now let's imagine x was, I'll write it in blue. Let's say x was 5, right? So if the original problem is y equals 2x plus 4, I can rewrite my function as f of x, right? Which means put inside this function whatever x is. The problem is 2x plus 4 again, same thing. We're just doing a different value. It's going to be f of, what's x now? It's 5. We replace the x with what we said it was, which is 5 plus 4. And so my answer, if I solve this problem out, I'm going to rewrite f of 5. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus 4, and you can probably guess what it's going to be. F of 5 is 10 plus 4 is 14. Okay, so now there's nothing else I can do, right? There's no more operations. So remember, I write my answer in function notation. Remember, this is really just standing in place of the letter y. So y is literally equal to 14. So if I write this in function notation, x comma y, the answer as an ordered pair would be the x was 5, and the y, which is the output or the answer, is 14. And that's it. So when x is 3, y will be 10 for 2x plus 4. Now, for when x is 5, for the same equation, your output answer would be 14. Let's try one more. So if I tell you that the problem is f of x equals 4 times x minus 2, and I ask you, find f of 8, this is how you would do it. Well, you would write the original problem. Don't forget to write it exactly as you see it. Then I would replace the x with whatever is in the x section. So it's f not of x anymore, but f of 8. 8 is the x now. It's replacing it. So we got 4 here, and then we're replacing this x with 8 minus 2. F of 8 equals 4 times, remember PEMDAS, what's 8 minus 2? 8 minus 2 is 6. So now I've got f of 8 equals 4 times 6. F of 8, 4 times 6 is 24. So there's nothing else I can do now. This was the x, and this is the answer, so the answer is y, right? Because remember, f of anything is the same thing as y, so y equals y. Anyway, as an answer, we have x comma y as an ordered pair. Our x in this case was 8, and our y, which was our answer, is 24. And that's it. So f of x equals 4 times, what was the original problem, x minus 2, is 8 comma 24 when x is equal to 8. And then, of course, we could replace x with any number, and then we would get a different output. And I'll change the colors so you can see how it tracks through the problem. That's it.